Sexuality is a complex, deeply personal aspect of our identity that shapes who we are as individuals. It goes beyond mere labels and categories. It encompasses the entirety of our being. As friends, it is crucial for us to understand and respect this complexity when supporting our male friends in their journey towards self-discovery and acceptance. In today's world, where inclusivity and understanding have become increasingly important, it is essential to create safe spaces within our relationships where everyone feels comfortable being themselves. While some may argue that sexuality should not matter or be given any importance, the reality is that sexual orientation can have a profound impact on an individual's life experiences, especially if they identify as LGBTQ+. Understanding this complexity allows us to provide the necessary support without prying into one's private affairs or making assumptions based on stereotypes. Respecting privacy plays a pivotal role in navigating these sensitive discussions with your guy friend. It means acknowledging that disclosure regarding one's sexual orientation should come from them when they feel ready. Pressuring someone into coming out before they are prepared can lead to unintended consequences such as anxiety or strained friendships. Our focus should be more on fostering an environment of trust and empathy so that those around us feel safe enough to share their truth willingly. By committing ourselves to respecting privacy and embracing empathy over judgment, we embark on a journey towards becoming true allies for our male friends' emotional well-being regardless of their sexual orientation. In this video, we will explore various ways by which you can be supportive while maintaining respect for your friend's privacy. Whether he identifies as gay or simply wishes not to disclose his sexual preferences, yet let us delve deeper into how we can uphold inclusivity without compromising their autonomy or comfort in any way. Sexual orientation is a deeply personal and nuanced aspect of one's identity. It's important to acknowledge that there isn't a definitive checklist for determining someone's sexual orientation. However, certain signs or behaviors may indicate that your guy friend might be gay, although they should be approached with caution and without stereotyping. One potential sign could be an interest in fashion or style. While it would be unfair to assume all men interested in fashion are gay, it is worth noting that some individuals within the LGBTQ+ community express themselves through clothing and develop a keen eye for trends. Additionally, being open-minded about music tastes can also contribute to this notion as well. Someone who enjoys exploring various genres might showcase an appreciation for queer artists without identifying as queer themselves. It's important to remember that these indicators shouldn't solely be associated with homosexuality. A heterosexual man can possess similar interests. After all, artistic pursuits have no sexual orientation boundaries. By broadening our understanding of such signs and recognizing their potential overlap across different orientations, we can avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes while acknowledging the diversity within each individual's personality. Understanding why someone might choose to remain closeted is crucial in creating a supportive and empathetic environment for your guy friend. There are several complex reasons that could contribute to this decision, including societal pressures and personal fears. Societal pressures play a significant role in individuals' decisions to stay in the closet. Homophobia, discrimination, and prejudice can create an oppressive environment where coming out may result in harsh consequences such as rejection from family and friends, workplace discrimination, or even threats to personal safety. The fear of losing connections with loved ones or facing negative repercussions can be overwhelming for many individuals struggling with their sexual orientation. On a more personal level, fear also plays into the decision-making process. Fear of judgment or rejection from others can cause anxiety and uncertainty about how one's identity will be received by their social circle. Additionally, internalized homophobia, which refers to one's own negative beliefs about homosexuality, can further complicate the situation. These deep-seated fears often stem from societal norms that perpetuate heteronormativity and stigmatize non-heterosexual orientations. It is important for us all to remember that these struggles are real and valid experiences faced by those who remain closeted. By recognizing these profound challenges, we can foster empathy within ourselves and cultivate an environment where our guy friends feel safe enough to share their truth when they're ready. People often have a tendency to view sexuality as binary, with individuals either being exclusively heterosexual or homosexual. However, it is essential to recognize the complexities of sexual orientation and embrace the concept of fluidity. Bisexuality refers to an individual's capacity to experience attraction towards both genders, but this does not mean they are equally attracted at all times or in every situation. It is crucial to understand that bisexuality encompasses a spectrum rather than a fixed point on the sexual orientation continuum. Unfortunately, misconceptions about bisexuality abound in our society. Some people mistakenly believe that individuals who identify as bisexual are merely confused or going through a phase. This dismissive attitude can be hurtful and invalidating for those struggling with their sexual identity. We must challenge these stereotypes and instead create a safe space where bisexual individuals feel understood and respected. Furthermore, it is important to acknowledge the fluid nature of sexual orientation itself. Sexuality can evolve over time based on personal experiences, self-discovery, and growth. Just as it is wrong to assume someone's gender identity remains static throughout their life, assuming someone's sexual orientation cannot change perpetuates narrow-minded beliefs about human sexuality. By acknowledging the nuanced nature of bisexuality and embracing this understanding within our relationships with our male friends, we promote an inclusive environment that fosters acceptance for all forms of sexual expression while challenging common misconceptions associated with rigid thinking about orientations. Remember, each person deserves compassion and empathy when discussing matters related to their sexuality. Respect their journey by allowing them room for self-discovery without rushing labels upon them. Open communication is key in navigating any type of relationship, and this holds true when it comes to supporting your guy friend's sexual orientation. Make it known that you are open to talking about topics related to LGBTQ issues, without judgment or assumptions. Let him know that he can come to you if he ever wants to share his experiences or concerns. Creating a safe space for your friend means creating an environment where he feels comfortable being himself, without fear of ridicule or rejection regarding his sexual orientation. This involves actively listening, showing empathy, and reinforcing the idea that his feelings and experiences matter. By fostering an atmosphere of acceptance and understanding, you create a platform for honest conversations that can strengthen your friendship. Educating yourself about LGBTQ topics is crucial in order to be a better ally. Take the time to learn about different sexual orientations beyond just gay or straight, such as bisexuality, pansexuality, or demisexuality, as well as gender identities like transgender or non-binary individuals. Understanding these concepts will not only broaden your own perspectives but also enable you to support your friend with more knowledge and sensitivity. Seek out resources like books, articles written by members of the LGBTQ community themselves, documentaries, podcasts hosted by queer activists. Anything that offers authentic insights into various experiences and struggles faced by those who identify within this spectrum. Remembering that sexuality exists on a spectrum rather than being black and white is important too. Confidentiality plays a significant role in building trust with your guy friend during moments when they may feel vulnerable about their sexuality. If he chooses to confide in you about his attractions or struggles coming out, or even wishes for secrecy, respecting his privacy should remain paramount. Always emphasize that disclosing personal information regarding someone's sexual orientation should never be done without their explicit consent. Respect his wishes and maintain the confidentiality of conversations unless there is a compelling reason to believe that he or someone else might be in danger. Confidentiality establishes a solid foundation for trust, helping your friend feel secure knowing he can freely express himself without judgment or unwanted disclosure. Our society often operates under heteronormative assumptions, assuming that everyone is naturally heterosexual unless proven otherwise. Challenging these assumptions means actively questioning and unlearning the societal norms related to sexuality. Avoid making offhand remarks like assuming your friend will someday settle down with a woman, or suggesting he try dating women because it may turn out differently than expected. Instead, create space for him to explore his feelings and attractions authentically by avoiding pressuring comments about conformity to societal expectations. By doing so, you help dismantle harmful stereotypes and reinforce the idea that true happiness lies in living an authentic life. Finally, celebrate your guy friend's authentic self. Make sure he knows you appreciate him as an individual beyond just his sexual orientation. Acknowledge and praise qualities unrelated to his sexuality, his sense of humor, kindness, intelligence. Let him know those are what truly make him unique. Whether it's attending LGBTQ events together or simply reminding him how much you value having him in your life regardless of who he loves, the goal is to show support and acceptance for all aspects of who he is as a person. By celebrating his authentic self openly and wholeheartedly, you help create an environment where love knows no boundaries, and friendship flourishes unconditionally. One of the key aspects in being supportive and respectful towards your guy friend's sexual orientation is to avoid making assumptions about their preferences. Sexual orientation is a deeply personal and sensitive matter, and it is not appropriate for us to assume or speculate about someone's sexuality based on stereotypes, behaviors, or mannerisms. Remember that people are complex individuals with diverse experiences, and their sexual orientation cannot be reduced to superficial judgments. Moreover, it is crucially important that we never out someone without their consent. Coming out can be an incredibly difficult process for many individuals, as they may fear judgment or rejection from family, friends, and society at large. Outing someone against their will can have severe consequences for them emotionally, socially, and even professionally. It undermines their autonomy over when and how they choose to disclose this intimate part of themselves. Respecting your guy friend's journey means acknowledging that discovering one's sexual orientation involves a personal process of self-discovery which varies from individual to individual. Some might come to terms with their sexuality earlier in life, while others may take more time before feeling comfortable enough to identify as gay or queer. It's essential that we respect our friends' boundaries throughout this process by giving them space and allowing them full agency when it comes to discussing or sharing information about their sexual orientation. We should remember not everyone wants to openly discuss these matters right away. Some prefer privacy until they feel ready or safe enough within themselves. Ultimately, the decision of if and when to come out lies solely with your guy friend. While providing love and support can be crucial during this period in his life, pressuring him into coming forward too soon goes against respecting his autonomy. Coming out isn't a one-size-fits-all experience. It requires careful consideration regarding factors such as cultural and religious backgrounds, personal circumstances, and emotional readiness. Our role should be to let our friends know that we are here for them whenever they are ready, but never to force them into revealing their sexual orientation before they feel prepared. In summary, avoiding assumptions about your guy friend's sexual orientation and refraining from outing them against their will is crucial in fostering a supportive and respectful relationship. Understanding the importance of respecting their journey while allowing them full agency over when or if they choose to come out empowers and validates their experience as individuals. Letting go of any preconceived expectations demonstrates true allyship towards our friends on their path of self-discovery and self-acceptance.